it be a brawl? Will it be a little of both?
Morales looking like he wants to engage. Pacquiao just figuring out what he's doing.
Pacquiao's belief is that Erik Morales wants to come and try to get him early. After what happened in the last fight, Pacquiao believes that Morales doesn't believe in his gas tank, doesn't think he can go down the stretch with the Filipino slugger. So Manny thinks that Morales is going to try to impose his size early. But tonight, on official weights, Manny's the bigger guy.
You know, the fact that Morales wanted to use the puncher's gloves also created a little interest to me, at least. Normally, he would be asking for the winning, but he wanted to go with the gloves that Pacquiao wanted, which means I think he wants to go for the power punching this fight early.
Indeed, there's been quite a story of the gloves since the first fight. In the very first fight, Erik Morales had a contract that required both fighters to wear winning gloves. They are called pillows by some. They are more hand protective than punch promotive. In the second fight, they got to wear the gloves they wanted. Morales wore winning. Pacquiao wore his beloved Reyes puncher's gloves and knocked Morales out, which he had said would be the case. Now in the third fight, both fighters choose to wear the puncher's glove, Reyes.
Pacquiao's already landed a couple of good body punches to test Morales's, not only his defense, but long-term his stamina.
Well, Morales is made to wait, as I said earlier, but I just don't think that that's the proper weight for him at this age and time in his career. And going down the stretch, I think that may be a big factor, too, as well as the hard fights that he's had.
And if Pacquiao thought Morales was coming to try to get him early, Erik has shown none of that in the first round, as he merely stands his ground in the middle of the ring and takes a right hook from Manny Pacquiao, who was so much better with his right hand in the second fight than in the first. Another right hook lands.
Manny consistently beating Morales to the punch so far.
And Morales countering with a right hand that knocks Manny back. And Morales again countering properly upstairs. And Pacquiao comes back with his own assault. And both fighters' crowds are on their feet.
You know, technically, Pacquiao is not a solid fighter, as everyone in boxing knows. He often gets out of position often with his punches and does a lot of things awkward and unorthodox, but still there's so much fight in him that it takes him through. In this case here, I just don't think that Morales is strong enough. And when he misses his punches, I'm looking at his legs. His legs doesn't seem to be that coordinated.
For these fighters, this is just a warm-up round.
Off him, okay? Use your jab and get off him, okay?
Right here, you see Pacquiao land a right kind of jab hook or whatever you want to call it that Morales just didn't see. He was coming in and didn't see it.
Once upon a time, Pacquiao only had the left stuff. He's got the right stuff behind it now.
That was one of the big changes between fight one and fight two. CompuBox numbers in round one. Pacquiao 15 out of 41. Morales 10 out of 41. Pacquiao with a 10-5 edge in Power Connects. You saw that Judge Harold Letterman, our unofficial score, gave the first round to Manny. Pacquiao crowd chanting Manny, Manny, Manny. Morales, who landed some good right hands in the first fight, tried to drive Pacquiao back with right hands there, but Manny comes back with a torrent of punches from his own. Packed house, and of course you have ardent, spirited Mexican and Mexican-American Morales rooters sitting next to and among ardent, spirited Filipino and Filipino-American rooters for Pacquiao.
And what's interesting, a lot of the Mexican fans like Pacquiao themselves, too, because of his style of fight and being so aggressive.
And because of the Spanish-speaking tradition of the Filipino archipelago. Or the Philippine archipelago. Another body shot by Pacquiao. When they get close to the ropes and Morales throws his right hand, you can see why Freddie Roach asks his fighter to stay away from the ropes and in the center of the ring. Good jab by Morales. Sweeping right hand partially blocked. Now Pacquiao lands a right and a left. And another right hook. And a left hand over the top. The sheer aggression of Manny Pacquiao. Difficult for every opponent.
He looks so strong and so sturdy as compared to Morales. Even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still uncoordinated as compared to...
Down goes Morales Pacquiao right hand.
Left.
And Morales thought that he had Pacquiao in trouble.
He got overexcited, overextended himself, and left himself open.
I just don't think he has the strength or the stamina to hold over Pacquiao.
That was the 4th time in his career that Eric Morales has been knocked down. 2 of them were in the last fight against Pacquiao, and they led ultimately to the end of the fight. The first knockdown of Morales' career was a glove-touching brush with the canvas against Marco Antonio Barrera in the 12th round of their first fight. He's never exactly been thunderously put on his back, but he goes down easier against Pacquiao than against anybody else he's ever fought. That's
because of how quick Pacquiao's fists are, and he doesn't see the punches coming, Jim.
Pacquiao again landing his straight left hand. Morales chases him and lands a right. They trade punches at the rope. And when they trade punches, Morales takes a gamble with Pacquiao's strength and power. And he throws so many punches, sometimes it's hard to isolate the knockdown punch, Emmanuel. Let's take a look.
Here you see Morales coming in with an attack, but Pacquiao just shoots a punch, which Morales was out of position and knocked him down. A lot of was balanced.
Hit him with both the right and the left, got him to go down. CompuBox numbers in 2, and you see the flurry with which they ended the round.
This is vintage Morales here.
Fighting back after he had been down in the round.
He's always wants to get the last punch. The great fights with Barrera was attributed to that attitude of his of wanting to have the last punch.
Letting his hands go, Eric Morales threw 80 punches in the second round, but Manny Pacquiao throwing only 55, landed 24, 3 more than Morales. So Pacquiao a little more precise, and you won't often say that. Normally he's just throwing because he is a noisy storm in the ring.
Pacquiao's fighting a much more intelligent fight now than he did earlier, about 4 or 5 years ago. I think him and Fede Rocha worked a lot. His jab is a lot better. Even right there, he tried to counter with a jab after blocking a jab.
Pacquiao landed a right hand upstairs. Eric Morales got to his body with the right hand. Pacquiao much more focused on landing his jab in this fight than was the case in the first 2 fights. Solid left hand, backs Morales up. Crowd loves him. And unlike some punchers, Manny does have head movement.
Yeah, that was almost reminiscent of a little Aaron Proud, where he punched to the body and then comes up on top.
Eric Morales, not afraid to fight with one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport.
Eric Morales likes to get that last punch in.
He has the kind of will that allows some men walk over hot coals.
Right hook, the punch that...
Hard right hand, stun Morales. Pacquiao's all over him. Thinks he's got a chance. Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. Solid left hand shot by Pacquiao, who did not like Morales saying that he didn't hurt him with punches in the second fight. Pacquiao was insulted by that. Yeah. He said, okay, I'll hurt him this time.
But he's a fighter. He's going to fight still. He's not going to try to run out of pace.
What is the referee doing? Why is he holding the fight?
He's forcing him to go back to the neutral corner.
Oh, what a solid left hand by Pacquiao. It's hard to imagine how Morales can last long against this.
Well, until he goes out, he's going to be fighting all the way down. He's not going to back up.
What guts by Morales! He strafes Pacquiao with right hands, even while on unsteady feet.
And he is hurt.
And he holds on for one of the first times in his career. 30 seconds to go. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he wants to finish Morales right here. And the brave heart of Morales holds up, but his legs go again. Third knockdown of the fight by Pacquiao against Morales.
He doesn't want to get up.
Morales shakes his head as if to say, I want no more. That is that. Dick Dracula stops the fight. Manny Pacquiao has the Emmanuel Stewart. Well, let's take a look at some replays.
Manny's name is Emmanuel, too. His real name. Yeah. It's just everything. It's just too much of an attack, the intensity, the fury. The wrong thing for an aging fighter.
It's hard to uphold precision and craft when a guy is just overwhelming you.
And he punches good with both hands now. It used to be with a simple 1-2 puncher with a straight left. Now he does a right hook, uppercuts, everything.
Now, shortly after this second knockdown, if the camera angle shows it to you, you will see, exactly as Larry Merchant said, Erik Morales stares into the corner and looks at his father.
Well, that's the same look that I said before that I saw when he went down the last fight, even though he said it wasn't from a punch. And I saw the same thing with Arturo Gatti. And that's the worst look at else when they say, I'm done.